Christians focus on Jesus Christ, that he's more of a salvific figure.
That's right.
A savior figure, and it seemed very different than the traditional forms of Buddhism that I had learned in my undergraduate years.
The Korean, you must understand the Korean mentality. The Korean people under very difficult situation, hardship. Maybe you know Han.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Han, is anybody understand Han? You understand Korean.
Can we explain it for the viewer briefly?
Is the extreme sadness, or someone is tear their heart due to anxiety or due to the sadness. The Korea is under a lot of how can I say, not only is social suppression, I'm talking about other countries invaded Korea endlessly. You know, invaded by China, invaded by Mongolian, invaded by Khitan, invaded by Japan. Thousands of years, the little peninsula is always under the attack by enemy country. Of course, they lost father, mother, kid, endlessly. Endlessly, 1,000 years, everybody, every generation, they lost a family. So they tear out their heart, and the ultimate sadness, and they don't want to erase that sadness. They're going to keep generation to the generation. We call the Han. It's a terrifying memory. Therefore, a Korean very easy to shift into such a conviction, because this is maybe comfort their sadness. Maybe this is comfort or share what they're looking for. So Korean is traditionally very, very religious people, especially very shamanic. People, they practice shaman and totemism, even until now. Even they are Christian, even they are Buddhist, but they're still deep inside. Their gene actually still contains strong shamanism. It's as extreme as esoteric. See? So whoever a little bit scratching, people shifted right away. Shifted to the extreme, just like that, very quickly. You talk about why Korean so extremely faithful toward Protestant. Protestants know how to scratch those hand. Know how to wake their hand.
Right.
So have a connection into the hand, you're going to make it. But some school like the Gungang denomination, they adopted a lot of shamanic way of a practice, very esoteric practice. And they also selling some the program to let people pay attention on their denomination, such as the comfort to the dead soul, your ancestor. This is give you or give your children for prosperity and happiness. So they encourage the people to pray to the ancestor. So each treatment, or the ritual, charge $5,000.
Really? Oh.
Yes. I'm sorry, but this is true.
This was a side of course, I didn't see. I was just at a monastery for a few weeks.
So, you know, how they very quickly and expanded their territory. How? Why is so many people has interested to join this cult, Buddhist cult? Because they know how to deal with the people, though, using their child, Korean. You know the Korean mom and dad.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're narrow focus. They have absolutely nothing but focus on their kid.
The children, yes, yes.
It's some kind of extreme way to take care of their kid. This is, everybody know that. So the religion talk about, if you come to the temple, you pray for this such a ritual, and your kid or your grandkid, even yourself, you're fully blessing by Buddha. But they sell the Buddha, just like some people sell the Jesus. This is a no, you cannot do that. You know, is the Buddha is not the form. They thought it's a form. Buddha is a stage of enlightenment. It's a totally different perspective.
Right.
You understand it?
Yeah.
The Buddha is not a being. He's a stage.
Of course, I did not know much about the creation of the denomination. It had been claimed to me that they essentially had split from the Jogye order. It always seemed to me that there were a lot of Pure Land aspects to their doctrine. It seemed to me.
Yeah, Amidaya or Amiya. Even the old day the scholar like Sarvastivadin or Sauntichka or Dhammagupta, they complain about the Amida school, even 1,000 years ago,
Yeah,
because
that it was very un-Buddhist. It's
exactly,
so non-traditional.
because talk about salvation.
Yeah.
I say, what salvation?
Yeah.
You know, not from other. If you really wish to make a salvation, then do yourself. This is the Buddhist way. But it's Amida, the denomination, that was pretty much like 2,000 years ago. You know, they most likely well, they hate to say that, but Hindu influence.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
But now the Pure Land is so strong in China and Japan, even Korea. So this is a perfect timing, though. What are people looking for? And now something like that denomination have the using the word salvation. Well, it's no different than Christian, though, because using the redemption and salvation, such things like that. So they educate people as the Buddha stature or a Buddha figure as a being, like a supreme being.
Right.
So you pray for him, you have wonderful salvation, and guarantee you're going to reborn at the Sukhabati, which is heaven again. So we don't really talk about those things in a period. We don't talk about heaven, but they talk about Amida heaven. They talk about the wonderful things for your kid. So this is not really talk about cultivation. Talk about blessing, redemption, salvation. No, this is not taste of Buddhism.
And of course, right now I'm teaching a world religions class here at Loyola Marymount. That's my primary employment is teaching world religions. And of course, in our textbooks, it's telling us that Buddhism does not pray to a deity particularly, and that Buddha is not a deity, etc. And yet, as a religious studies scholar, just purely from a categorical point of view, Amida Buddha is treated very similarly to a deity if you're praying to him, if you are praying for blessings or to be reborn in the Western paradise, etc. And so I saw some of those same similarities with the way that Kumgang was treating Buddha as a deity.
Go too far, I would say. But there was some, Pure Land I really respect, because some Pure Land is a teach their follower, the cultivate our mind, turning the defiled mind to Sukhabati, which is a Pure Land.
Right.
Within me, not without me. It's a not external stage, but I'm talking about internal stage. I can convert the defiled mind to Sukhabati. This is a perfect teaching. Actually, this is very much what the Gautama Siddhartha say, just a different term, But a lot of Pure Land teach that this way. Maybe you remember the Master Wonhyo in Silla Dynasty.
Oh, yeah.
He actually speak about this kind of the cultivation. What he said, from the defiled mind to the Pure Land, this Pure Land to share to the other as a bodhisattva. So let all other people follow such a wonderful teaching. So what this is Bodhisattvayana, which is a Mahayana. So the Wonhyo actually they given the wonderful lecture to the people. You have to cultivate your mind to change to Sukhabati, which is Pure Land. This is the first priority.
So it's an internal heaven.
Exactly,
Yes.
internal heaven, which is enlightenment, which is this is Nibbana. Talk about Nibbana, just different term. Sukhabati, Nibbana is a different term, but still you have internally they put a lot of effort, which is strong in the cultivation, going through the meditation or book. Doesn't matter, but different way, different path. But the goal is maybe just different name, but the same. Is freedom. Is ultimate freedom. But this is Nirvana, right?
Right.
I really strongly emphasize of the religious tolerance. Please understand us. Understand the Buddhism. We are not pagan. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, we are not a cult.
Right.
We are one of the world's three religions. Christian, Muslim, and Buddhist. World three religion. Please respect us. And I said, let the leader of a Protestant and lead their congregation of people to let people understand other religion too. This is a great opportunity to speak out to the people, have such a religious tolerance and respect other, and the ecumenical work is not just within what they like it, even care less about other religion or our boundary. They still have the same manner to deal with it. It's very important. Yeah. I really wanted to get along all the religion, not just in Korea, but broadly all the religions should get along. Islam, the Jewish and Buddhist and Hindu and Christian and the Protestant and the Catholic. And this is how this world is steady and stay and maintain is a peaceful land, unless this religious chaos is never end.
Yeah.
Well, you can see that we still have a lot of the religious conflict every corner of a continent. We better stop it. We can stop from right here. Yeah, this is our goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's my goal too.
Yeah, living in the peace
yeah.
and harmony and unity.
Yeah.
And good respect.
So I just want to thank Reverend Dr. Jongmae Kenneth Park. I know sometimes you use Kenneth.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for being on the show. I respect you tremendously. In many ways, I consider you, if I have the word correctly, my sonde. You're my elder and my teacher in many ways. So I'm hube, if I understand the terms correctly.
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
So thank you for leading the way and for teaching us something. So
yeah. Thank you for inviting me. I'm very glad to be here today.
Right. Yeah. So thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on the Religion Matters show.
Thank you.